So I think She-Hulk is a prime example of how out of touch not only Marvel but just Disney and Hollywood as a whole is with their audience. Look at the audience score here, and this is not abnormal. You know, this is very normal now, especially for Marvel shows, especially for a lot of these Disney Plus shows and a lot of these other streaming service shows. This is not abnormal scores. 87% critic score, 35% audience score. Like I said, not abnormal. We saw a very similar thing when it came to the He-Man show, the Kevin Smith He-Man show. The critics loved it. They raved about it because it has all of those woke politics that they look for. That's the only thing that they look for when they're grading these shows. It doesn't matter how horrible She-Hulk is, how out of touch they are with their audience. As long as they have those woke talking points included, they will give them a good score. And for some reason, Kevin Feige, Kathleen Kennedy, everyone else at Disney who are running these other studios under Disney are only looking at the critic score and how it's taken when it comes to this woke audience on Twitter and the critics. For some reason, they don't care as much when it comes to the actual money that the shows are bringing in. And eventually that's going to change. You know, whenever these shows keep bombing over and over again, like She-Hulk, like even Andor, which I heard, I'm not watching it, but I probably will watch it kind of soon. But I heard it's not even that bad. It's a little bit boring at times, but inside of the show, it's not that woke. The problem is the creators are coming out and they're making it woke. They're saying that Mon Mothma is like Nancy Pelosi or something. I don't even know what they're talking about now. I can't keep up with this woke stuff that's going on. But just stuff like that is going to cost you money, and a lot of it. And it has cost them money already. And we're just going to see that continue. And probably get worse. I haven't posted a video like this in probably 4 months. I think it's been about 4 or 5 months. And by the way, I'll get my camera back tomorrow. It's just I haven't posted in 5 months, so it's taking some time for me to get all of my equipment in order. But I'm gonna start making videos like this again and get my camera back probably tomorrow and make another video similar to this. I don't know what it's gonna be on. We'll see. But anyway, even in the last 5 months, when I came back to Twitter and checked it to see the anti-woke stuff, to check on the woke stuff to see if the anti-woke stuff is, you know, coming back on it and the replies and stuff like that on Twitter, it seems like it's a lot stronger. The anti-woke stuff is a lot stronger than it was whenever I left, you know, so this stuff is going to keep catching on. These scores, these audience scores are going to keep getting worse while the critic scores are going to stay the same, of course, because those critics, they want to keep that inside access. They want to keep that early access that they're getting from Disney, from Sony, whatever it is, you know. But I think that She-Hulk is a perfect example of how out of touch Disney is with their fan base. She-Hulk finale backlash addressed by lead star Tatiana Maslany. In the episode 9 finale, Jennifer Walters literally took control of her own predictable out of control story by stopping the show, entering the Disney Plus interface, and accessing Marvel Studios via a Marvel assembled episode on the app. Now look, I'll be honest with you, I'm not watching She-Hulk because I'm just, why would I ever subject myself to that? I never had any interest in this show at all. And after hearing what people are going through while watching the show, I'm watching my friend A Common Idiot's reviews on it and stuff. It's like, why would I ever want to watch this? You know, it looks really, really bad. And I've said that so many times, but like, I can't stress enough how bad this looks. And everyone who's watched it that I know said the same thing. From the start, She-Hulk has been a magnet for criticism. I wonder why. Ranging from its tone to its VFX. Dude, the VFX have been so bad. And I think that they make a comment later on in one of these articles that I'll bring up in this video, talking about how they filmed, yeah, here it is right here. They filmed multiple endings for She-Hulk. A more serious She-Hulk ending was filmed. Now, I think that's Kevin Feige saying, hey, you can't do this absolutely idiotic ending to the show. We have to have a somewhat serious ending. This entire show was pretty bad. We have to have some kind of ending that ties us in to the rest of the MCU without doing this weird fourth wall break stuff. And then at the end, Kevin Feige just saw the whole show and he was like, you know what, just do whatever you want with this. This is just a throwaway show. This thing absolutely sucks. I think Kevin Feige has lost control of Marvel Studios. And honestly, I think they should probably just sell it at this point because it's just too far gone. They need to just sell the IP. I know they won't do it, but that's what they need to do. It seems like Kevin Feige has just totally, because of how woke he's gone, and he is a straight white male, what is he supposed to do? He can't tell these women, these pink-haired, shaved-head women, how to write their shows because he's a straight white male. You can't do that. That's not woke of you, Kevin Feige. So you can't do that. He has to just bow down and say, you know what? Do whatever you want with She-Hulk. Make this absolutely joke of a show and just put it out there. There's nothing we can do about it. Big waste of money, and that's why it didn't have the budget. That in this article it says a more serious She-Hulk ending was filmed, but they couldn't use it because they didn't have the budget for the VFX. Are you serious? Dude, this is a Disney Plus show. What kind of budget did The Mandalorian have? It had like crazy budget, like more than movie budget. That's crazy. This is a Marvel show, an MCU show under Disney's banner. Why is budget an issue? It's because the show sucked and Kevin Feige didn't want to give it any more budget than it absolutely needed to have. That's why he was like, you know what? Just go ahead and do that idiotic ending that you had planned. I'm not going to give you any money for this. We're just going to have this be a throwaway show. Hopefully keep 10 people sub to Disney Plus for this. And, you know, the rest of the people who actually have brains will unsub and they won't consume it. Tatiana Maslany isn't counting on She-Hulk getting a second season. It doesn't seem likely. You don't say. I would have never guessed this show wouldn't get a second season. And it's crazy because there's still articles being written out there just straight up lying. I saw it in once again, a Common Idiots video. Straight up lying, saying that this show is going to get a second season, along with Andor, which I don't know about Andor. I think, like I said, a lot of people are really loving Andor. I'm seeing Robert Meyer Burnett talk about how great Andor is. I'll probably end up checking it out because apparently it's a more adult version of Star Wars. It just gets pretty boring at times. The only reason why I really don't feel like watching it is because of what the creators outside of the show have been saying about it. Just saying that Mon Mothma is the Nancy Pelosi of the show. It's like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to see Nancy Pelosi in Star Wars, man. I just want to watch Star Wars. And that's why I kind of just checked out for a while, for 4 or 5 months. I was like, after the Book of Boba Fett, I was done, man. I had said previously that if the Obi-Wan show was bad, I would quit YouTube because I really had faith in it. And also, if Obi-Wan was bad, I would just totally not have a reason to watch Star Wars anymore, which is kind of the main reason why I started doing YouTube, was because I love Star Wars so much. I ended up quitting before Obi-Wan even aired the first episode. I was like, after I saw the Book of Boba Fett, I knew it was done. I knew we were done. You know, Star Wars was done, and I had to take a break from YouTube. Now I'm coming back more energized, able to laugh at this stuff from a different perspective now. But yeah, this show's not getting a second season. If it does, then that's just proof that Kevin Feige has completely lost control of Marvel. There's no way that the Kevin Feige who made the first few phases of the MCU, who went from the really good Iron Man movie, but he turned it into this universe that was so great. It was a combined universe with all these different heroes coming together that nobody thought could work. Kevin Feige made that work. And it really did work, man. The first few Avengers movies were so good. I even love Infinity War and Endgame. But after Endgame aired, I remember on the car ride home with my friends, I told one of them, I was like, look, dude, that was awesome. You know, I really loved that movie. That's probably my favorite Marvel movie right now. But it's all downhill from here. There's nothing they can do now. They lost Tony Stark. They lost Chris Evans, Captain America. What are they going to do now? You know, none of these other characters are even close to as captivating as those two are. And we're seeing the fallout from this, dude. Even Joe Rogan predicted this when he was talking to Robert Downey Jr. on his podcast. I remember that. I didn't even believe Joe Rogan completely whenever he said that the MCU would go downhill and then they'd bring back RDJ to play Tony Stark again because they need him. But dude, this is bad, man. I never thought I would see Marvel fall this far to where you're having this on the screen. And not only are they making She-Hulk shows, but they're horrible. And the creators are just, you know, pieces of trash, man. They're straight up trash humans, saying that, you know, they were going to struggle with the Rotten Tomatoes scores because of misogyny and all that stuff. You're literally objectifying She-Hulk as much as you possibly can. You're having her twerk in the show. I can't believe that's real. I cannot believe in a Marvel show that happened, especially in 2022. We're all about, you know, women's rights and women power and stuff like that. It's crazy to me. But yeah, this show ain't getting a second season. No shot this show's getting a second season. And I can't believe the ending that I saw, or that I read about, because I'm not, you know, like I said, I'm not subjecting myself to watching this show. It's not going to happen. I can't believe Kevin Feige signed off on this. It, to me, not only does it point, like I said in the very beginning of the video, to the fact that they're so out of touch with their audience that they're getting 35% on Marvel shows, but it also signifies that Kevin Feige has completely either lost control, lost his mind, or just doesn't care anymore and is just biding his time to go maybe move on to Star Wars or maybe go take over DC or something. Like, there's no way that Kevin Feige is in control, in his right mind, and cares a lot, and signing off on this. There's just no way. I refuse to believe it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, I'm coming back to YouTube, at least for a while, hopefully for good. I'm going to be posting a lot more, hopefully daily. It'll be tough, but I'll try to post daily. Like I said, I'll get my camera back tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think about the whole situation, about She-Hulk Attorney at Law, this absolutely dumpster fire of a show. Let me know what you think about the video. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and I'll see y'all on the next one.